What up, YouTube? Dilio coming to you live, and in this video, we're going to talk about the SP404 Mark II. We're going to demonstrate the vocoder, and then we're going to show you a little bit about how to set it up straightforward as possible. You probably have never seen really the vocoder demonstrated like this, so you might want to stay here and watch to the end. All right, so we're going to turn this thing on and play around with the vocoder. I'm using a different microphone because we're actually hearing the direct feed from the SP404. So we're going to cut to it real quick. All right, we are on there right now. And if I go here, I have my inputs set up right there. And so what I'm going to do is turn on the external or the bypass effect. So if I turn this on and I turn it.
Now I have the vocoder running right there. So in order to get to this, in order to get
to this menu, the first thing you got to do is make sure you go to input settings. So you hit shift input settings, so that'll take you there. If you want to come out of that menu, you're there, right? So shift input settings, which is the option under external source right here. So I hit shift input settings. We got that right there. We got the volume level, recording BPM, all that stuff. So I go to input effects. Now this is separate from the other effects. This is separate from buses 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is separate. I will tap on this button right here, and you see a little highlight right there. We're going to turn that to
vocoder. And now you're hearing a live result of the vocoder processing my voice. But that's not all, because when I send it MIDI input, we're going to hear a chord. You stop it, don't you stop the music.
So what you just heard there was the vocoder being controlled from a MIDI source. In this case, my computer. I'm taking a MIDI keyboard that I have into my MPC software, and I'm telling it to go to a MIDI out device, and I'm telling it to transmit to channel 11. I'm going to repeat it and say it again. In order to transmit MIDI control data from your keyboard to the SP404MKII, change it to channel 11. Channel 11, okay? I'm going to turn it back on just to demonstrate just a little bit more.
No, I don't wanna take my baby alone. Yeah, I don't wanna leave my baby alone. You don't wanna stop the funk. Don't you stop it.
So now that I come back out of that, one thing I also want to show you is how you can stack an effect onto this. So in this case, I'm going to turn on some chorus. Right now we're scatter. And now I've turned on the Juno chorus effect under multi-effects, and my microphone is being fed from the input to that. So I'm going to clean up that effect. So one thing you can add to the chorus is noise. So I'm going to turn that off right there. All right, so now we got chorus. Now I'm going to go back to my input effects by holding shift, external source button right there. And I'm going to select vocoder. And now we're going to hear the plain vocoder sound with a little bit of chorus added to it for a nice effect. So as you can see, you can really do a lot of really cool effects with it. It's a different vocoder. Now there's 4 voices to it. I cannot access the settings to pitch bend. I cannot access the settings to the polyphony. You only get 4 voices. I can't access the voice settings to the vocoder, like what kind of synth is going on in there at this point. But just in review, if you made it this far, just remember that all you got to do is set up a nice dynamic microphone into the front. In this case, I'm using an XLR to 1/4 inch input to go into the front of the device. And I'm able to set the gain up and down a little bit so I don't overload it. Then I get the vocoder activated, and then I can apply the multi-effects in bus 1, 2, 3, and 4, whatever they are, and add another effect to it right there. So I could probably combine like a chorus on bus 1 and have it run in series to bus 2 to then give me a delay after the chorus and some reverb. You know, the possibilities are endless. And, you know, I wasn't really paying attention. I saw some other videos on here. I was like, man, that vocoder whack. Ain't nobody doing nothing with that. Until I finally was able to try it out for myself, and I want to give a shout out to K Boogie for relaying some good info on me, or intel to me, about this device. So I just wanted to share that. I hope this helps somebody in their music creation journey. This is basically how to turn your MK404 Mark II, SP, whatever, into a vocoder and all that good stuff. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.